This is a cheap adventure to Hammamet in Tunisia. Hammamet is a coastal part of Tunisia which has loads of beach resorts. So let's go and explore the resorts and rate how good or bad each resort is. So let's start off by going to the first resort, which is Vinci Marilia. This resort was quite nice. This is the outdoor pool. As it's winter time and none of the outdoor pools are heated in Tunisia, sadly I was not able to go for a swim. And the thing about this resort which really made me laugh is the Super Mario Kids Club. It's not Super Mario, it's Super Mario! Who could possibly want Super Mario, and Super Mario is much better. This is definitely not a trademark and copyright infringement. So then, if we take a look inside of this resort, the main reception area actually looks really nice. They put quite a bit of effort into this resort. Along to the lift, which is a generic lift. On this lift, to have the call button, which is an up and down call button, they've simply turned the door open button onto its side.
It's a crap lift. Hydro. It was on 2, now it's gone to 1. Oh, this is bad. So it starts going upwards from 2, but when it switches to 1, now it goes to 3. It still says, oh, now it says 2. You roll on 3.
And outside of the resort in the beach area does look a bit run down. And quite a lot of these resorts in Tunisia do have some run down sections to the resorts, and that's where the tourist industry has really been not going that well for Tunisia. And now we go to the next resort. This one is my favourite and it's the best looking resort out of all the ones I've visited in Tunisia. This is the TUI resort. So this is from a large company. TUI's holidays are very overpriced. I would not recommend them because the prices they charge compared to the prices you get if you book it and organise it yourself is often like twice or 3 times the price. I don't know how they justify their high prices, it's ridiculous. But in the case of Tunisia, their resort was actually better than the others, so maybe the price is more justified here than in Spain where their resorts aren't really that much better. Let's explore this TUI resort. There's a very large area of this resort which has loads of nice palm trees, bridges and really nice gardens. They put a lot of effort into this resort. And along to the swimming pool. In fact, there's actually multiple swimming pools here, so this resort is big and very nice. Sadly though, they are still not heated and it was too cold to go for a swim. And along to another swimming pool. And along to the next pool. This one's got water slides, but sadly all of the water slides were not working. Let's now go inside of this resort and take a look at the reception area. And along to the lift, which is a really nice shaftless lift. I really wanted the surface lift because you know what I'm like with shaftless. If I see a shaftless lift, I just have to get on top. But sadly, there was loads of staff about and I was not able to, which was very disappointing. And now we go along to the next resort, which is the Golden Tulip Resort. This resort also looks very nice. Let's go and explore it. Now this one's got a very large central pool. Sadly this pool is also too cold to go for swimming. Along we go to the reception area, which looks like this. This resort has got some Arona lifts.
almost hitting my head on that. That's ridiculous. I'm literally almost hitting my head on the ceiling. It's a very short, tight spiral.
And now we go to the indoor pool. Interestingly, not many of the resorts actually have indoor pools, because I think most people visit here in summer where it's really warm. But in winter time, an indoor pool is very nice. Let's go for a swim. So then, now we go along the beach to the next resort. This is the Iberostar resort, which is a very luxury brand of resort. This one is very nice. Like, these first 4 resorts are the nicest ones I actually visited. But it is starting to look not that distinctive. Like, looking at some of these scenes of this resort, you can't really tell it apart from the previous one. It is a shame they don't put effort into making their resorts look more individual in Tunisia, because once you've been around loads of them, they do start to all blur into each other, because they all do look very similar. Although these first 4 are very nice resorts. And along to the main reception area and into the lift, which is an Otis lift. And now we go along to the Yasmin Medina. This is not the main Medina in Hammamet, this is another one over in the west of the city. Well, I say a Medina, I think this is fake. This doesn't look like an original Old Town Medina. This is like a modern shopping centre built in the style of. So then, I think it's now time to talk about the most annoying thing about Hammamet, and the thing that did actually put me off really going back here. Like, Tunisia, the capital, was absolutely amazing, and everyone there was very friendly, like genuinely friendly. But the big shock to a system is when you go to the tourist areas in Tunisia, you have to learn the difference between real friendliness and fake friendliness. And to be honest, most people are fake friendly. If you're not used to it, it could possibly catch you out, especially when you first arrive, because you get people coming up to you, super over the top friendly. Hey, do you remember me? I'm from your hotel. I was the chef last night. I prepared you your dinner. You probably didn't see me, but I saw you, and I want to help you out, because I'm not on duty at the moment, and I want to show you the best parts of Medina so you don't get scammed. Come with me, I'll show you the best stuff. Then either the person's going to take you to an expensive shop that's owned by one of their friends or family and will overcharge you, or they'll put on some hard pressure sale to sell you stuff, or they'll demand a tip for showing you around in Medina. This got incredibly tiring after a while, because it happens absolutely everywhere in the tourist areas. Everywhere you go, you feel like people are trying to get money off of you. You can't just sit down and relax anywhere. Like, even when I just wanted to eat my lunch, I couldn't sit somewhere and eat my lunch. I had to go and find somewhere really out of the way where there's no one about, because as soon as you even stop for one moment, or even if you just walk past people, everyone's coming at you constantly. Do you want a taxi? Hey, come and ride my horse. And then you really have to haggle on the price if you actually did want to do one of those things. Although I would not recommend you do anything from any person that approaches you, because they're all just after your money and they're not interested in providing any legitimate service at all. And there's so many people doing this. It's like they were just preying on the tourists, trying to get every bit of money out of you they could. And the people would always try and work out which hotel you're from, because they want to find out how rich you are, to try and work out how much they can get away with charging you. So people are often like, hey, I'm from your hotel. Do you not remember me? Oh, by the way, which hotel was it? Was it the Iberostar? Oh yeah, I recognise you. Then they're like trying to work out which hotel without giving away they don't know. And if you're from a posh hotel, they'll up the prices massively. Like, as people like, I'll take a photograph of you with my horse, or I'll take a photograph of you with my parrot. They're going to charge like £40 if you agree to something like that. It's stupid. Now, I'm not interested in any of these tourist things, because I'm doing these ventures as cheap as possible, and I don't want to give away my money. But it's this one thing I felt like would be nice, and that is a camel ride, since I've never done a camel ride before. So I thought I'd try out one. And I immediately regretted it, because the person doing a camel ride couldn't just be honest. Instead, as soon as he realised I was interested, he wanted a lot of money. Now, this started off because there's stray dogs on the beach. I'm now starting to think it might be his dogs. These dogs were very aggressive and would not let me pass through the beach. And there's a big stray dog farm in Tunisia, and some of them are extremely aggressive. So So this guy with a camel came up and he was like, oh, I can help you. I'll get you past these stray dogs. Just get on my camel. As I just want to help you out getting past these dogs, I'll let you have a very, very quick camel ride just past them for free. Nothing is actually free in Tunisia. So I went on the camel ride. I also just wanted to see if he would scam me or not. I kind of just wanted to put him to the test like an experiment. So he took me for a very short camel ride. So after he got past the dogs, I then got off the camel and he suddenly said, that's £45! And he said the equivalent of £45 in English money. I'm not paying £45 for like a 5-minute camel ride. That's ridiculous. So then I got into sort of like haggling. He was like, show me your bag. I think you're rich. Which hotel are you from? But the thing is, I'd already prepared for this as I'd put all my money into my underwear and I only had the equivalent of £3 left of money in my bag. And when he saw it, he grabbed it all and he's like, is that all you've got? Seriously? Do you not even have any English money? And I went, no, that's all I've got. So he got £3 for a camel ride, which I think is a more reasonable price. So then, now we go along to the next resort, which is this resort. This one's a bit more plain looking. And the lift is, oh, it's my favourite. It's Iberostar sensors. And now we go along to the harbour, where there is some very old looking boats. These boats are all fake, they're all modern boats, but they're very interesting looking. So then, that's the western side of Hammamet done. Let's now go and take a look at the eastern side of Hammamet. Now there's supposed to be a train taking me there, except the trains weren't running. I'm not sure what happened to the trains, but quite a lot of the trains was in Tunisia, the trains just didn't run. So I had to walk along the train tracks. Since I'm walking along the tracks, let's explore this railway. And this is what a very basic train station looks like. And here we have a lovely lamppost. It's rusted away. It fell over, it rusted away, and the wires are still there. What the fuck's up to that lamppost? So continuing along the railway, and along I go to a load of abandoned trains. And these trains are just left here, completely abandoned and in extremely bad condition. Let's take a look at them. And this train still has somewhat of an interior. And some of the trains have been set on fire.
Wow, it's trashed.
Let's now take a look at this crane as above these trains. This crane is in very bad condition and is rusting away.
Little's holding at, it's completely rusted away. Look, that's rusted to a point where there's barely anything holding at.
And whilst taking a look at these abandoned trains, this person came along walking their 200 sheep and decided to walk his sheep past the abandoned trains. So then, now we go along to the next resort hotel, and this is the point where the resort hotels got very repetitive, because in Tunisia it felt like a lot of these hotels were doing the bare minimum needed. These literally look like identical basic resort hotels just plonked into the desert, and they just have the features needed to tick off it for its star ratings. Over the swimming pool, have a few deck chairs, a few other features. Often the buildings are too low rise really for my liking, but a lot of them were very featureless. Now if you compare this to like in Spain, like Lanzarote, where every hotel is themed, every hotel is different, and they're all very fun to explore because each hotel has its own unique identity. Some of the hotels in Tunisia lack this, so it just feels like very repetitive, sort of unrememberable resort hotels. That was a bit disappointing. This one here has a Gen 2 lift, so that one is very boring. Let's skip this and move on to the next hotel, which is La Badira. This one is a very posh hotel. 5-star. Yeah, it didn't seem that posh really compared to some other hotels I've seen in other places. This one again just felt a bit too much like I just ticked off the different features needed to get the star rating without having any real passion for making a hotel. Literally was just basic, forgettable hotel really. I guess this water bit here, the trees there, it looks quite nice. This hotel has got some glass SJEC lifts. And now we go to a cafe. I wonder what this cafe sells. Oh. And now we go to the next resort hotel, which is Noza Beach Hotel. This hotel has got some Asian style lifts. I didn't expect to see Asian lifts in Tunisia. Let's ride them.
Weird. That's so weird, it cancels it. It's meant to reverse it.
This hotel seems to be aimed at quite rich people as it's got a jewellery shop in it. Interestingly, less than half of this hotel was in use. The rest of this hotel is empty and kind of semi-abandoned. And now let's take a look at the swimming pools. And now let's take a look at the swimming pools. I would have gone for a swim in this indoor pool, but the water smelled a bit strange. And now we go to the next hotel, which is the Radisson Blu. This one's got a ThyssenKrupp lift. And now let's take a look at the swimming pools. The area around the swimming pools is very well kept, which is what you'd expect from Radisson Blu. And this is the beach area.
Get faster without getting wet.
And now we go to the next hotel. This one was closed. And if we take a look at the swimming pools, well, at least I hope it's closed when you've got a swimming pool that's that green. So there, that's pretty much the end of the adventure. Now at this point I was meant to show the aeroplane taking off from Tunisia back to London, except I didn't film that. Although I do have a clip of the airplane taking off, although this is kind of not in the right order because this is the airplane taking off from Gatwick heading towards Tunisia.